Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rest Academy. And over here, we make complex classroom stuff very easy so that students can rest. So don't forget to share this video, like, and subscribe to our channel so that you'll be the first to see any of our videos we post. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use your calculator, your scientific calculator, to solve linear equations very easily. Right. So for those of you that are preparing to write the WASI, in WASI core math, you're going to solve about 40 objective questions in about, I think it's 1 hour 30 minutes, which is very tedious. So most of people don't get to finish it. But what if I told you that out of the 40 questions, you can literally solve about 20 of them using just your calculator? Yes, just your calculator. And one of them is linear equations. Any type of linear equation you have, that's you have one variable with a power of 1, you can literally solve it completely using only your calculator. You don't have to do anything. So for instance, let's say we have a question: x plus 2 is equal to 5. This is one of the basic questions you're going to get. I'm going to solve it with a calculator. So first, let me show you some things on your calculator. So you see I have my scientific calculator here, which is very similar to the ones we use in school. So on the calculator, you're going to see that every key or some keys on the calculator, you see on top of them, you're going to see some functions which are in yellow. For instance, here on top of the square root key, you can see that the cubic root is there and then it's colored in yellow. And you can see that we have one key here on top here, which is called shift, and shift is also yellow. It means that every function that is colored in yellow, in order to access that function, you must first press what? Shift. Okay. Then we have other functions on the keyboard too, like here. You can see X over here, and X is colored in what? Wine. And you can see we have also alpha, which is colored in wine. It means that everything on the calculator that is colored in wine, in order to access it, you must first press alpha in order to access it. Right. So in typing our linear equations, you're going to need certain things. You're going to need the equal to. And then the equal to you're going to need, we are not going to use the normal equal to we are going to use to calculate our math, but I'm going to use this equal to. So on top of this calc, you can see we have an equal to here, and it's colored in wine. So if you remember, in order to access it, you're supposed to press alpha first, right? So let's try an example. So let's say x plus 2 is equal to 5. So in order to access s, so we press alpha, then a bracket, so we have x. So x plus 2. So remember, I'm going to use the equal to on top of calc, right? So alpha calc, you have our equal to 5. So we have typed the question. So now how do we solve it? So let's try. If you press the normal equal to, you're going to get the answer here. But on a normal calculator, you're not going to get the answers, right? So here, what I'm going to do is that, you see that on top of calc, we also have solve here on top of calc, and it is colored in yellow, which means that we are supposed to press shift in order to access it, right? So after typing your question or your linear equation, the only thing you have to do is to press shift, then calc. So you are going to see something like solve for x. So you press equal to, and then we find our answer here. X is equal to 3. Don't bother about L minus R is equal to 0. Those are different things, complex stuff. The only thing we need is the answer, which is x is equal to 3. And that is very simple. Some people will say, oh, this is a very simple task. Okay, so let's try a more complex task. So I asked ChatGPT to generate some questions for me. So let's check them out. Right. So I want to try and solve the first question here, the calculator. So you can feel free to pause the video and try if you can solve it with your calculator. Okay, I think you are done with it. Let's all do it together. So we're going to try it with a calculator. So first we have a fraction, and on top we have 3x. So in order to access x, we press alpha in bracket plus 4, and beneath the bracket we have what? 2. And then all this is minus another fraction, and we have x minus 1, so alpha x minus 1. And then at the denominator we have 3, and then all is equal to 5 over x. So in order to use this equal to, remember alpha calc. So alpha calc, so we have equal to another fraction, 5x plus 2, and then 4. So remember the method, you press shift calc and then equal to, right? So shift calc, so it will say solving for x, you press your equal to, and it gives you the final answer. X is equal to 22, right? I hope you can see it. So this question is going to take a lot of time to solve. You know, if you are very good, you can do it in like about 1 minute, 2 minutes. But some people are not very good, you are going to get stranded. But if you know your way with a calculator, you can just do this in a go without struggling. Okay, so let's take one last question. Okay, so again we are checking. So let's try to solve question 2. So again, you can feel free to pause the video and try if you can do it yourself. Okay, so now I think you've been able to do it. If not, let's join me with my calculator here. So the first question we have, okay, so we have the first, so we have 2x over 3. So 2, so in order to access x, we press alpha x, right, over 3, and then 2x over 3, we have plus, right? So another fraction, 5x minus 7. So 5 alpha x minus 7, 7. And then we have 4 at the denominator, 4. And all of them is equal to. So in order to use the equal to, we have alpha calc. So we have equal to another fraction, 3x, so alpha x plus 2, and then 2. So remember the steps again. So shift calc, so it will say solving for x, so you press our equal to for the final answer, and then we have x is equal to 33 on 5. Thank you guys to stay with me throughout this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you are going to be the first to see our videos when we post it. Thank you.